Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Iman Omar, a Quran tutor. Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to learn about Surah Al-Ikhlas. We learn some benefits of Tafsir of Surat Al-Ikhlas. Stay tuned.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق.
Okay, so today we're diving into the Tafsir of Surat Al-Ikhlas. So the first ayah, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet, O Prophet, say, He is Allah, the one and the only one. Okay? So, this is basically the most important meaning in Islam. Is Islamic monotheism, or it's said in Arabic, Tawhid. What's Tawhid? Tawhid is your faith, is your aqidah, is what you believe in, what's special about you as a Muslim. Because we all know that it doesn't make any sense that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a partner or friend or wife or a child. He doesn't need anyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't need to have a child, doesn't need to have a wife or a friend. No one could be even like co-equal or comparable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why we are as human beings, we are in need of each other. We are in need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are in need of many things. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't need anyone and doesn't need anything. And He's the only one by Himself, have been there always before He brought everything to existence, even time itself, the skies, the planets, and the earth, the human beings, the angels, jinn, everybody was created and brought to existence by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So He is the one and the only one. Okay? Allahu Samad means, As-Samad means the self-sufficient master. Doesn't need anyone, as we mentioned. But it especially means whom all creatures need. So everyone, every single creature needs Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for their living. As human beings, we need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to breathe, to eat, like He feeds us. He gives us our basic things for living. Everything is provided to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you imagine someone who lives without Allah for 1 second? No, of course not. Our hearts even beating by the care and the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you can say, I can live for 1 second without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is nonsense. Every single thing in your body and around you is controlled by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah Samad most of the time is translated as the eternal. Of course, Allah is eternal. He has no beginning, He has no end. As human beings, we've been born. Being born means you're gonna die, so you have a beginning and you have an end. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't have a beginning. He wasn't born by anyone, and He doesn't give birth to anyone. He doesn't have an end. Always been there, even before, like I told you, before He brought everything to existence. He was always there. But as-Samad basically means, like we mentioned, He neither eats nor drinks nor needs anyone, but everyone and everything needs Him. Yes? Like we mentioned, everything is controlled by Him and can never ever be done without His permission and His care. Okay? Ayah number 3, لم يلد ولم يولد. لم يلد ولم يولد means He didn't give birth to anyone. ولم يولد, He wasn't born by anyone. He begets none, nor was He begotten. Okay? ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. ولم يكن له كفوا أحد means there is no one who equal or comparable to Him, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has no co-equal or comparable, because, like we said, Allah is the Almighty. Allah is the Almighty. Can anyone be like comparable to Him? This is nonsense. If we claim that He has a son, that He has a partner, that He has a wife, these are human needs. These are things, astaghfirullah, we don't believe in this. These are human needs: to have a partner, to have a friend, to have a wife, to have a child. These are things we need as human beings because we are weak, we are incomplete, we are poor, we are in need of Allah, and we are in need of each other. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the biggest, is bigger than this, bigger than having child or partner or friend. He is in no need of anyone, and everyone needs him. So it doesn't make any sense to claim that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a child or a partner or a friend or co-equal or comparable to him. Okay? That was in like short explanation of the great meanings of Surah Al-Ikhlas. So we learn from this surah as a conclusion basic things. The oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the core of our aqidah, is the Tawhid, is the basic meaning in our Islamic belief, which is Islamic monotheism, to believe in one God, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that doesn't need anyone, that have no co-equal, that have no child, no partner, no friend, no wife, that wasn't brought by anyone, wasn't begotten by anyone, and he gives birth or begets no one, okay? And it's really important to mention that Surah Al-Ikhlas is like we mentioned, the most important meaning in the Quran and in our Islam, our Aqidah, and also that's why it has a great reward. If you read Surah Al-Ikhlas, you get very, very, very big reward as if you recited the whole Quran, 1/3 of the Quran. So if you recite it 3 times, you get reward as reciting the whole Quran once. Don't miss this big reward and recite Surah Al-Ikhlas every day, 3 times in the morning and 3 times before you go to bed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This was all for today's video, and see you next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.